Are we still on an episode?
Yep.
Okay.
Super Spears Brothers.
So carrying on me again. You're making this impossible for me to edit, Blake. Anyway. That was terrifying and meaningless.
There was a character in Teddy.
Just like life.
There was a character in the Teddy Ruxpin series.
Talk like this. He was a villain, and he always talked like this.
And I always wanted to do that voice, but it's a really hard one to do, and also sounds annoying, and it sounds exactly like somebody is like having trouble breathing and going,
I'm gonna talk like this.
Yeah, it kind of does.
So Teddy Ruxpin. Now there was a show that was surprisingly high caliber of adventure, much like the game we're currently playing. Tied it in.
You got it, Blake.
So
what am I doing here? I know, because there's stuff down there. I saw it, so I have to get to it from. Aha!
Oh, that was cool. I think you've actually been here before.
I think this is on the last playthrough. I think I made it.
I know. You know what? I think we were looking over here and going, I can't get in.
Oh wow! I'm a genius by accidentally just pressing a button. I hate how I don't hate it, but it's annoying. The positioning, the initial position. Oh,
Yeah. We're playing a video game. But let's talk about Teddy Ruxpin some more.
Okay.
Can I just say that Teddy Ruxpin was a show about a stuffed animal. A stuffed animal that
You're a god in a skull.
You put a cassette tape in it.
Get your mind around that. We're dealing with some primitive technology here, guys.
That's right. You put a cassette tape inside Teddy Ruxpin, and he starts to tell you a story, right? And that was the whole thing.
Did he sing? Did he sing the song that you put in?
No, he just told you the stories that were pre-recorded.
So why was the tape there?
With random mouth movements.
Why was the tape needed for that?
The tape makes it you'd actually hear it through the tape, so you could put in different stories.
Oh, but if you put in like a CD, then.
Well, you can't put in a CD.
Well, I mean, just like a music.
CDs
thing.
didn't exist.
I know. It was a stupid thing to say.
But you put in the MP3.
If you put
there was no MP3s. They didn't exist.
If you put it in Steam, you can play Lady Gaga.
There's no Lady Gaga. She wasn't born yet.
Yeah, it was Madonna. Because Madonna is heavily influenced Lady Gaga's music. Yeah. But if you put in just like a music tape, would he stop playing the tape?
No. Well, I guess it would play it, but his mouth movements would not sync.
Would it just sort of be random movements?
I don't know. I never had a Teddy Ruxpin. Stop questioning me.
I thought you did. Sorry. Okay.
No, I never had a Teddy Ruxpin. But the whole idea of the show was presumably to sell Teddy Ruxpin dolls, right?
Yeah.
Do you notice that block's just there to make sure you can never get those those?
Well, if I went down and got those first, then it wouldn't have been an issue. Oh, he's gonna land on my
head. See, now this is the part where it starts to feel a little bit like they need a little bit more concentration in their game design, because the game design
it's a little vague.
It's a bit vague.
Wait, I think I figured. Okay, so you guys didn't know this, but when we recorded this the first time, we spent about 20 minutes trying to figure out this one puzzle, and then I found out it's really easy, and I found out an even easier way of solving it. I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. Okay, anyway, go on. Yeah, this is what you start to sort of feel the lack of focus.
Yeah, it does. Although this part's actually pretty cool if you can figure out what you're supposed to be doing.
Which is what I'm doing now, which I can't believe I didn't think of it until just now.
Yeah,
this.
Even the game.
Look!
Even the playthrough I watched to figure out how to do this,
yeah,
they didn't figure this out.
There. That's what you're supposed to do.
That's extremely easy. You don't have to learn a bunch of new skills.
Yeah, we thought. See, when we came here the first time,
and
we didn't know this box was
We
here.
have some of this footage, so.
Okay, we didn't know this box was
We'll splice
here.
it all together.
Yeah, splice it all together. We thought we had to ricochet off this ledge here. And so we spent like 30 minutes trying to get that. No, you just grab a box and.
Yeah, but show them the other easy way, because the other easy way is also embarrassing. No, not from the block, like from the.
It's just that, but without the block. Okay,
You gotta show them the incredibly obvious way that you can do this even without the block.
Okay, now I'll show if I can actually do this now. Oh my god.
Oh well, thank goodness you have the block.
Yeah, I did it before. I just jumped straight up and I made it, and it wasn't a problem. So I feel dumb twice now. Oh, hello.
Oh, nice area. Oh, okay.
Is that a pinball game?
You can go up higher, I believe. It's weird. Just...
I'm not gonna bother. I don't really care.
No, get it. Go straight up. Okay, no, go up and then left.
I need to get this back in position. Anyway, Teddy Ruxpin.
Yeah,
you're talking while I'm trying to figure
well,
this
what's
out.
interesting is that the there you go.
There you go. Whoa!
That was mean. That was pointlessly mean.
Go on, with you. Go on. I'm not doing anything. Just continue talking.
I think you can actually get up the side there without the balloons.
I think so too.
Anyway, Teddy Ruxpin was presumably just like to sell toys, really, right? Like just to sell Teddy Ruxpin dolls.
Great.
But the show was like this incredibly like elaborate like adventure, like one of the most elaborate of the 80s/90s cartoon adventures I think
it did
ever.
More of the adventure thing than like He-Man ever accomplished.
Yeah, it
had like a semi
coherent
storyline that sort of continued.
That's right,
kind of.
And it started off like pretty light with Queeg as like the main villain, and then I'm gonna get him.
Yeah.
And then as they went along, it started off there was like this rising darkness thing going on, where like the main villain was going to cast the world in eternal darkness, and he was like a really kind of scary villain because he was all like
he was like no heart but actually scary.
Yeah, he was like no heart from
Care
Bears, but actually kind of scary.
And he was going to destroy the world.
And they were casted into eternal darkness because they couldn't destroy the world because it was Teddy Ruxpin.
Yeah.
But there was all these like also people were like hypnotized to do like evil things. Like it was a really strange and like sort of eerie kind of show. And then they had these like things afterwards about like how don't get raped by strangers, kids.
Yeah.
Like all these little
the 80s.
PSA bits. But it was like it was such like a big show like for a toy that really who cares about it?
Yeah. Well, and it had not like at no point did he didn't have the tape built into him.
No, there was nothing in it that was particular, unless the story. And they had to collect the crystals. It was basically Final Fantasy IV.
Yeah.
Actually, it was very similar to Final Fantasy IV in that
Since that was terrible and didn't make any sense.
No, in that Golbez and the guy from that are sort of similar characters collecting the crystals.
They start off evil and then whoops, and then they become good when you find out you're the brother.
Well, except for that's only true of Golbez.
Okay.
There's even this great scene where they actually do create eternal darkness briefly, or it's not eternal, obviously, because it wouldn't be eternal darkness briefly. But it becomes like the villains start to win, and then there's this like slow motion sequence where Teddy Ruxpin's in a cave, and this guy's like gonna kill him. The main villain's gonna kill him, and finds a stalactite, rips it off the wall, and is about to crush his skull, and the music's going. Like kind of like this scary like this is it. He's gonna die. This is the end of the whole series. This is how it ends. And then I think he escapes and like realizes very briefly because he's never been aware of this whole villainous plot at all. Like he's briefly aware this guy's evil and he's gonna kill me. And that's like the first time he realizes how much peril he's been in this whole time. And then it just sort of like I think it kind of ends there. Or I'm not quite sure what happens with the series after that. There was some continuity problems because of the way like they did
Series back then,
yeah. So it was unclear, but it was like. This is a show about a talking doll with a tape recorder in it. And there was a lot going on in it. Anyway, Teddy Ruxpin, surprisingly good for its time.
Surprisingly good for everything that went into it. It's like the Lego movie of the 80s.
And in the next episode, we'll be going into the next level. So please enjoy this brief interlude as we go into the next level.
I don't wanna lose you tonight. You're the only thing that matters. I don't wanna lose you this way. Just need your